Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Osrs news video. So, the big thing that came out in this update was the shift click drop. It's finally here, so now you just go into your settings and there will be, as you can see on the screen, these icons will be there, and then you see the little one with the shift and the arrow key on it. You just enable that by clicking it, and then you can shift click drop everything in your inventory, as far as I know. So that's gonna make a lot of things easier. I think it's a big improvement to the game since AHK isn't allowed, and it'll make things like barbarian fishing and clearing out your bank a lot simpler and easier. Less pain on the wrists for, people who can't sit there and focus click that fast. So that's all I have to really say about that. I'm happy with it. Enough people voted for it, so it passed. If you didn't want it, sorry to hear that. Okay, moving on. So there have been Superior Slayer visual improvements, so all of the Superior Slayer monsters look a little better, making them look, more superior. So every Superior Slayer encounter has received a new model, except for the Marble Gargoyle. And they've given them these new appearances so they can be more unique and easier to distinguish from the standard Slayer creatures. I completely agree with this. Normally they would just be slightly bigger. I mean, there's been a few times where I didn't notice them, but I typically AFK while I'm doing a lot of my Slayer tasks, so it might just be me, but this is definitely a nice improvement I can get behind, and I'm sure a lot of other people can get behind it. Next up, we have a quality of life update for Motherlode Mine. Now for the low price of 200 nuggets, you can now double the capacity of the pay dirt sack in the mine by speaking to the prospector. And now there's a improved HUD on the Motherlode Mine that will show you how much pay dirt is in the sack. Also included in this update, the ore veins on the upper level of the mine now disappear after a random period of time, instead of the ore veins depleting faster if more people are mining them. And next up we have some skill and quality of life changes. So, the furniture creation menu has now been upgraded to accept keyboard shortcuts while building new furniture, and you can use these shortcuts to be able to create the items on the menu. But you cannot use the keyboard shortcuts with a workbench. They can only be used to construct furniture in hotspots. So now we'll go over one of the new construction features, which is the Servant's Money Bag. You can build this in the corner space within bedrooms, and this will require 58 construction, 2 mahogany planks, 1 bolt of cloth, and 1 gold leaf to build. Now you can put up to 3 million GP in the money bag, and what this money bag would do is it'll automatically pay your servant while they perform tasks instead of them continuously asking you to pay them. Now, moving on to another update, we have a rune crafting skill cape perk change. Now, rune crafting pouches will no longer degrade if you are wearing your rune crafting skill cape or max cape while filling the pouch. And existing pouches, which are degraded, will not be repaired in any way with this change, but they will also not degrade any further whilst rune crafting with the skill cape or max cape. So that's a really nice perk for getting 99, not having to worry about using your rune pouch and having to go back to the abyss every time to repair it. So that'll make people who've got 99 rune crafter have a much better and easier time rune crafting if they're going for higher levels of XP past 99 or trying to make more money. It'll just make it a lot easier. Next up, we have the new 99 agility perk. So if you have 99 agility, you can no longer fail any of the obstacles in the Brimhaven agility arena. I really don't like the Brimhaven agility arena, but it's a perk. Next up, we have an update with the blast mine. It's now possible to put dynamite into rock cavities at the blast mine via a left click option rather than having to use dynamite on a cavity. So that'll make it a little easier for people who like the left click. And going on to another small update, we have weedless farming. So at the Tithe farm, you can now pay 50 points to have all your farming patches permanently rid of weeds. So you don't need a rake anymore or anything like that. All your weeds will just be gone and you don't have to worry about it anymore. And if your farming patches have weeds in them, you just have to clear them out one more time for them to be permanently clear. And moving into the last bit of news, there is a fastest fight cave competition going on. So if you win the competition, you get a foam dragon scimitar and a year of membership. So over the next week, Jagex is running this competition. So the player with the fastest completion of the fight cave will receive the rewards. In order to be eligible, you need to complete the fight cave between now and next Thursday's game update. You can complete it as many times as you wish, but remember, you have to be the fastest. So that's a really cool competition that's going on. You know, if you're maxed out and you're really good at fight caves, prayer switching, stuff like that, go for it. You know, you might not think you're gonna win, but you're not losing anything by trying. You know, you could get another fire cape, something like that. And you have a shot at getting that membership, and who doesn't want a foam dragon scimitar? You know, you could you could go get a GF with that, you know. But in all seriousness, it's pretty cool. And moving on to the very small bits of the update, you now have a chance of receiving elite clue scrolls from raids. A notification is now given to a party if someone clears a farming patch in a raid. The Arclight is no longer alchable. I'm sure someone's alched it at some point, that's probably why this has been changed. And believe me, I think it's nice to have, because at some point you're bound to accidentally misclick while you're trying to alch something, stuff like that. So it's just helpful, since the charging the arc light and everything, it's a time consuming thing, and if you just alch that, you know, you're set back pretty far. Next, the teleport in combat timer in Deadman mode has been added to the Wilderness Lever. So if you're in combat, I'm assuming that you'll have to wait for the normal standard teleport combat timer trying to use the Wilderness Lever. If you can make sense of what I just said, I guess that's what it means. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. And another, I think, it's a really small change, but I didn't even know this was a thing, but it is definitely a positive thing. Rune crafting pouches will no longer be able to degrade if you're trying to fill them when they're already full. And next up, notifications have been moved under chat options. That's it. So those are all the updates for this game update. I hope you guys enjoyed and are now more informed about what has come to the game. That's it for me. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and have a good one.